On behalf of Fairmont Area Schools, I wish to welcome each of you to the 2017 graduation ceremony. I especially want to welcome the graduating class of 2017. This is a great time in our country to graduate from high school. The sky is the limit on the variety of opportunities that each of you have as you leave here today. There are multiple opportunities for good people to do great things. Many of you are planning to go to college. Many of you are planning to attend vocational schools. Many of you are going directly into the workforce. Some of you are planning to serve our country in the military. Each of you will probably change careers at least 7 times over the next 50 years that you are employed. Yes, this is a great time in our nation for you to graduate high school. My hope is that each of the graduates and family members attending today will greatly appreciate the comprehensiveness of Fairmont High School, and hopefully that your son and daughter experience the many great things that we have to offer. Many of the graduates have already completed 1 full year of college without any cost. Many of the graduates have acquired the vocational skills to go directly into the workforce and make a good living. But each of the graduates leave here with a positive, can-do attitude. I recently read a quote about the traditional clock, and graduates, when you leave today, the last thing I want you to do is look at the clock underneath the cardinal. I read a quote about the traditional clock. You know, the one that has the big hand and the little hand, one that has a face on the clock. The clock shows what time it is now, and the clock also shows what time it used to be, but it also shows what time it will become. Graduates, you each remind me of the traditional clock. You have demonstrated where you came from. You've achieved a great milestone in graduating high school today. And as the minutes start ticking by, you will create your own future. Wherever you go, whatever you do, you'll always be a Fairmont Cardinal. Welcome.
Parents, teachers, faculty members, administration, and of course, students, welcome to graduation, a day that has been dreamt of since everybody's first day of kindergarten. We've all thought about graduation and thought about finally escaping the clutches of this school. We've all thought about the future, what college to go to, what job to have, what major to do. Oh no, will I have an awesome roommate who wants to have fun and isn't weird? Oh, and of course the biggest thing of all, what to eat for dinner. Now thinking about the future is great and everything, but let's take a moment and slow down for a second. Let's talk about the past. Class of 2017, we've been a class, well, let's just be real for a second. We've been a pretty special class. We've been the class that has always been doubted. We've always been that class that was judged before we even stepped foot in a classroom. I think I know when this all may have started. The lunchroom in 2nd grade, ring any bells? We have never had the benefit of the doubt. Now, this might seem like a bad thing, but this is actually what defines us as a class. We are independent, but one. This doubt and negativity has brought this class together in ways that other graduating classes never got to be like. We've all banded around the idea of us being the quote-unquote bad class, and we tried to prove these people wrong. For example, let's look at our sports and academics. We had tremendous athletic seasons this school year. From the fall sports to the spring sports, we all excelled in what we played. While in the classroom, we had 47 students make the honor roll. From the football field to the track, our grades shattered what people in the community thought we could or couldn't do. I'm willing to even bet that we surprised ourselves in how well we have done. Now let's fast forward back to the now, the present, here. I want all of you, even the parents and teachers, to look at the people around you. Don't say anything, just take a look. Now I want all of us to realize how big of a day this is. This is the last time we, the class of 2017, will ever be in the same room together. Class of 2017, we have known the majority of our classmates for 13 years. We have all gone through tough times, and look at us. We made it. We did it. We made it to graduation day. 13 years of hard work, drama, exciting times, memories that will last a lifetime. We have done it. I would like to end my graduation speech with one thing I live by and one thing that I have come to think of as something that we all can benefit from. And by we, I mean every person in this room can walk away with this and benefit from it. Now, I have one wish that I would like the graduates of the class of 2017 to do. I would like each and every single one of you to be perfect. No, I don't mean do everything right and 100% correct. I mean, I want each and every single one of you to live every day to its fullest. I want each and every single one of you to give it your all in everything you do. I want you all to do this because at the end of the day, you will be the one to go home and look at yourself in the mirror, not me. And if you can go home and look at yourself in the mirror at the end of the day and know in your heart that you worked as hard as you could that day and give your full effort in everything you did that day, then you are perfect. Thank you, class of 2017, for all the memories. We did it.
Well, again, welcome graduates, family, and friends. Today is a pretty big day, and I thought I would start off with a question in a format that we all know too well. My question is, throughout our high school years, what have we, the class of 2017, experienced together? So option A, we went backpack free. Option B, we were the first to have ID badges. Or option C, we have been introduced to the Pearson curriculum. I know what you're thinking. The answer is obviously B, or actually it's A2, and now that I think about it, it's also C. We have experienced all of these things together as a class. And at the time, we did not realize the significance that it has on our lives now and in the future. So first, option A, we went backpack free. I remember our first year of high school. We were so excited to design our very own shirts. And what do we get? If you can't see this, it says, "Smart enough to go backpack free." At the time, it was almost as if this was the hardest thing in the world. But really, how hard is it to go backpack free? All you have to do is take off your backpack. So as we leave high school, we're going to be exposed to so many challenges that will seem difficult in the moment, but just as we continued on and overcame these challenges in our younger years, you can overcome what life throws at you in the future. It might not be as simple as just taking off your backpack, but in the past several years, we have all become more capable, have more tools to face the tests in the next few years, and we have the reminder that we've conquered things before. So option B, we were the first to have ID badges. Our class has always had a special identity of its own. We were unique, daring, and most importantly, willing to take risks. Sometimes things were pushed past their limits, but you won't find yourself getting anywhere in life unless you take a chance, in the classroom, in your job, or in your personal life. Our personal identities are also part of taking risks in this world. Your identity is your most valuable possession. Protect it. These are the wise words of Elastigirl from The Incredibles. Although we don't have our ID badges hanging around our necks anymore, when we did, it was ourselves put out there for everyone else to see. And that 7th grade picture was not one that I'm proud of. Going to college, we must let our identities and our personalities be out there for everyone to see. Sometimes it's not pretty, but it's who we are. And the minute you begin to try and be someone that you're not, you'll feel awkward again, just as we all were in 7th grade. Finally, option C. We were introduced to a new curriculum. If you haven't figured out by now, the question I asked is much like one we would see on a Pearson test. Multiple answers could be considered correct in one way or another, and you can't see a clear right answer. After we leave high school, we will be exposed to so many new things and have to make so many choices. Many times there will be no clear correct answer. So just like Pearson, we have to narrow down our options and take a chance. Sometimes we pick the right answer, but other times we choose the wrong answer. The point is, when you do choose the wrong answer, you are able to learn for the next time you're faced with that situation. College, or whatever path is ahead for you next year, is full of the unknown. But just remember that you are never alone. The rest of your 100 classmates are just as clueless as you are. We are all sharing these new experiences together. Physically, no, but together all the same. So as we all head off on our separate ways, remember your high school years, the challenges we faced, and the ability to overcome them, the value of your identity and taking risks, and finally, don't be afraid of the unknown to come, because we will all be in the same boat. I must not forget the part B to this question. The quote that best supports the answer from above is our class motto from Dr. Seuss. You don't know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. So lastly, I want to encourage everyone to make the most of these last moments we have all together as a class. Before we know it, we'll be thinking back and wishing we would have savored our time here. The last football game, the last homecoming, and the last time we were all ever together as a class, which is right now. So savor this moment.
Opens up and it's so hard It is my privilege to present the class of 2017, a class that has the reputation of being that class. In regards of who you are as a class and as individuals, I want to talk to you about the difference between character and reputation. Reputation is based on beliefs and opinions that are generally held about someone or something, whereas character is the actual way someone thinks, feels, and acts. John Wooden made this statement: be more concerned with your character than your reputation, because your character is what you really are, while your reputation is merely what others think you are. So how is your character defined? What are your actions when no one else is looking? I believe there are 6 essential character traits you must take responsibility in forming. They are integrity, honesty, loyalty, self-sacrifice, accountability, and self-control. All characteristics that have been observed in your time at Fairmont High School. If you're truly committed to making yourself into the person you want to be, you'll not only create these qualities, but you'll continuously strengthen them. Building character is vital to becoming all you can be and will be the foundation which your personal success is built on. Parents, your guidance and support have been appreciated during their years in school. Faculty and support staff, the commitment you make to students is evident by the work done each day at school and reflected in the accomplishments of these students. I would like to close with a quote from Martin Luther King Jr. "The function of education is to teach one to think intensively and to think critically. Intelligence plus character, that is the goal of true education." It is my hope that we have provided you with a true education, so you can leave Fairmont High School knowing you are equipped to becoming everything you have ever dreamed you could be. So it is with great pride I certify the class of 2017 before your families, faculty, school officials, and friends. You have met all requirements for graduation from Fairmont High School as set forth by the Fairmont Board of Education and the Minnesota Department of Education. I present to you the Fairmont High School graduating class of 2017. Congratulations. Would the first row of graduates please stand and come forward? Okay, here you go.
This one's mine.
Hannah Noel Ammon. Rachel Nicole Anders. Dominic Lee Armitage. Carter Lee Bartz. Leighton Julius Becker. Noah Christopher Becker. Alexander James Edward Bertram. Ashton Lawrence Burkle. Levi James Bulfer. Haley Pearl Burmeister. Sean Robert Bush. Lauren Marie Carlson. Frances Lynn Carrizales. Yi Kai Chen. Hunter James Cox. Jared Michael Robert Daniel. Kaylee Paige DeBoer. Griffin Robert Dieter. Connor James Ekman. Corey Raylan Emler. Christian Robert Nathaniel Ingeman. Christopher Arthur Fausch. Joshua Michael Flesner. Cassidy Marie Foster. Ramsey Renee Freeman. Cody Vernon Freeze. Cade Arvin Fritz. Dylan Patrick Gherkin. Sarah Renee Graham. Andrew Carter Hagan. Matthew Cole Hargrove. Emily Ray Haugen. Molly Elizabeth Hawkins. Tyler James Head. Madison Joe Henniger. Taylor Paul Hoy. Benjamin Lee Hinker. Alexis Kennedy Jetty. Allison Paige Johnston. Tyler Allen Johnson. Anthony Joseph. Jackson Taylor Jurgens. Stephanie Amber Callis. Joanna Marie Kelly. Joshua Aaron Kelchin. Joseph William Kesterson. Cameron Edward Crone. Matthew John Larson. Taylor Renee Ann Lawton. Caleb Ray Lloyd. Carter Allen Lloyd. Courtney Marie Lopop. Ashley Ann Lotsberg. Jacob Anderson Loffmiller. Jackson Paul Lowe. Corey Matthew Lyons. Maya Catherine Lytle. Javier Martinez Neri Jr. Samantha Ali Mata. Brian Philip McFarland. Kelsey Rose Mikash. Cameron James Militello. Nicholas John Moeller. Danny Jean Morris. Juan Murillo III. Lillian Mabel Nordquist. Alex John Olson. Jenna Rose Pavich. Dylan Michael Peterson. Evangeline Mary Petroviak. Jewel Noel Reimers. Madison Grace Reichel. Refugio Sanchez. Carson Todd Sandersfeld. Sadie Claire Sandersfeld. Alina Sauceda. Jenna Lynn Sauk. Sarah Christine Shellpepper. Tyler Leon Schloniger. Austin Lee Schwitter. Justin Kyle Schwieger. Carlos Raul Cifuentes. Mitchell Jeffrey Smith. Michaela Jane Salter. Michael Dean Sochek. Alexa Ann Steele. Rebecca Marie Sunberg. Tyler Dwayne Tenney. Andrea Jo Tate. Shaim Michael Lee Thomas. Walker James Tordson. Amanda Marie Torres. David Trevino. Karina Alexandra Vega Ramirez. Logan Robert Von Felt. Kendra Rose Weber. Thomas J. Willett. Taylor Ann Nuss.
Graduates, please rise. It is now time to move the tassel from right to left, signifying your transition from candidate to graduate. Congratulations. Would the audience please rise and join in the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner?